How can I help?
Yes,
We may have to talk to the Jedi Council first. Actually. So I'm gonna do that. Sorry for the... That's gonna be a very long part with all the talking to Canderous and Bastila and Karf, because, yeah. I'm assuming some people will want to skip those, so I might try to get all of those in a video and something. There's gonna be a lot of talking in the future as well, so...
Ah, you have returned, young Padawan. Have you discovered what it was that Revan and Malak sought in those ruins?
We found an incomplete star map and mention of something called the Star Forge.
This news of a Star Forge is disturbing. Action is required, but we must not do so in haste. We must discuss recent events in light of this new information.
We should consult the Jedi archives to see if there's any mention of the Star Forge and what it might do. We must learn why Revan and Malak sought it out.
Return to your ship with Bastila, and we will summon you when we are done. Padawan, you have done well in discovering the star map hidden within the ancient ruins. But there is more you must do in the battle against Malak and the Sith. We Jedi know victory over the Sith will not come through martial might. The Council has a mission for you, Padawan.
I've consulted our vast archives in an effort to discover the nature of this Star Forge, but all my efforts have been in vain.
Still, the Council are in agreement. The Star Forge must be found. Revan and Malak sought it out when they began their tragic fall. The Star Forge is surely a powerful tool of the dark side.
The star map in the ruins showed you 4 planets, but it was incomplete. It did not show the location of the Star Forge itself. We believe there may be similar star maps on other planets. Each star map is likely a small piece of a larger puzzle. Find the star maps on Kashyyyk, Tatooine, Manan, and Korriban, and we believe they will lead you to the Star Forge.
I'm ready to do the Council's will.
The Jedi numbers have been ravaged by this war, by defections to Malak's cause, and by Sith assassins. But we realize the importance of this mission. Yet if we send a company of Jedi Knights with you, we would surely draw the full attention of Malak and the Sith, dooming your efforts to failure.
Am I to undertake this task alone?
Secrecy is our best defense against the Sith, but it would be foolish to send you on this quest without someone to aid you, young Padawan. Bastila will accompany you, for there is a powerful connection between you two. A connection that might be the key to unraveling the mysteries uncovered by Revan. And Juhani has also asked to accompany you. After long deliberation, we have granted her request.
Juhani nearly fell to the dark side. Perhaps her presence will serve as a reminder to you of the dangers of that path.
There are others I want to join me.
Of course, those who aided you on Taris will also come. They possess skills you may find useful in your quest. Remember that secrecy and discretion are paramount to your success. You will not be able to hide the fact that you are a Jedi, nor should you. But the true nature of your mission must not reach Malak's ears. You may return here at any time. Dantooine will be a sanctuary for you, a safe haven. Here you can find supplies and whatever advice or other aid we may give you.
You can count on me. I will not fail.
You can leave whenever you wish. The sooner the better. The longer you wait, the stronger Malak becomes. But first, a warning, young Padawan. The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Star Forge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up to the challenge. May the Force be with you.
And we have our quest. Our main quest for the Star Forge, which is basically gonna be there for the rest of the game.
Yes, what's on your mind?
How can I help?
Alright, so... Hang on. Okay. I was wondering if... actually, let me... I want to talk to Raheisha and Shen real quick. They're up here. Then we're gonna go back to the Ebon Hawk. Should be in the middle. No? Up here? Yeah, here they are.
I am sorry we have nothing of value to give you as a reward. Our families have cut us off completely. Had the council not taken us in, we would be foraging in the wilderness to survive.
I'm just glad I could help you out.
When I first met Shen, I feared our forbidden love was doomed to a tragic end. But thanks to you and the Jedi Council, our story ends in joy.
That's good.
Rahesia and I cannot thank you enough for what you have done for us. Now we will finally have a place to share our love, without fear of reprisals from our family.
I'm just glad I could help you out.
Rahesia and I can spend the rest of our lives together. All thanks to you.
I wish you the best of luck, Shen. I hope you two find the happiness I once knew myself.
Alright, so they are gonna be happy now. Alright, let's head back to the ship. I do think we should have more companion stuff though. Because I do remember getting even more side quests before leaving here, but I might be remembering wrong, so we'll see. We shall see. Oh yeah, this guy's gonna talk to us, I think.
Miki grabulmogo, kachichu ita bodunga, dolbabank, wale oganda naru chuchut, mogisha ponka bolawana chikne, bamule slimo podadada nanga kubist, mule rabes.
How do you know the council gave me a mission?
Runda di hodunga kun hankabi, wana kun bez ching palamule, tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mulerabes. Tong haitwam chichi jum lumpa. Nitapo etikito. Dolpa da bongualea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Wonga kumbis jang ba mulera. Kachi kun ita hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun.
What could be more dangerous than Sith?
Takum justach Miki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Dolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogisha ponka bolawana chikne. Bamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabes. Runda di hodonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek tugning chatukunne mule rabes.
Sarge, what makes this creature so dangerous?
Kachi kun ida hodonga iking kuno ba mule rachi kun slimo podona rundi hodonga ku hunkabe mucho shalpachat. Kieno no namapaole rachikun. Runda di hodonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukunne mulerabes.
Sounds like they're extinct.
Takum justach Miki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Dolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogisha ponka bolawana chikne. Bamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabes. Tong haitwam chichi jum lumpa. Nitapo etikito. Dolpa da bongualea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Wonga kumbis jang ba mulera.
Thanks for the warning. I'll be careful.
Kachi kun ida hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe.
Alright, so that's an interesting thing to look out for. I've never actually read that whole thing. I usually just skip completely over that one. It was interesting to actually read the whole thing. Alright, so... let me see. I'm gonna put this on. Alright, sweet. And now we have Juhani here. We're gonna talk to her in a second. I wanna check on Karth and Bastila first. Yeah, so this is, the galaxy map is how you travel from world to world. That's what you're gonna have to use.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Nothing.
How can I help?
Oh,
Then I said, how
you
can I
wanted to
help?
speak to me?
Yes, I did. I wanted to speak to you about our mission and what lies ahead for us. It seems fate, or the Force, is driving us into a confrontation with the Dark Lord. You must prepare yourself for when we face Malak. The confrontation will be difficult for you. I remember how hard it was when I first faced Revan.
Is it true that you killed Darth Revan?
It's true that due to my battle meditation, I was with the Jedi strike team that boarded Revan's ship. We did not kill Revan, however.
But killing Revan is what you're famous for.
Our mission was to capture Revan if possible. It was Malak who turned on his own master, firing upon Revan's ship while we were still on board it. It was his desire to kill us and his master both. Thankfully, we narrowly escaped the vessel as it exploded.
What else do you expect from the Sith?
True, I suppose. And yet the outcome of that battle was unexpected. To all of us, Revan's end was unforeseen. As I said, we were there to capture Revan alive. The Jedi do not believe in killing their prisoners. No one deserves execution, no matter what their crimes. Remember that Revan and Malak were once great Jedi, heroes in every sense of the word. They demonstrate the danger of the dark side to us all. I'm sorry, we really shouldn't speak of this anymore. The memory of my confrontation with Revan is painful. Let's return to the mission, please. How can I help?
I'd like to know more about you, Bastila.
Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity, given the bond that connects us. Very well. I'll tell you a bit about myself.
Tell me how you joined the Jedi, then.
I was found to be strong with the Force at a young age, as most Padawans are. As a girl, I was given to the Order to be trained. When I joined the Order, I left my family on Tal Ravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. I've had little contact with them, as it is discouraged.
Discouraged? Why?
Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst, but even love can lead to folly.
You aren't allowed to love?
Emotional entanglements can be dangerous. They can impair rational thought. They can lead to outbursts of uncontrolled emotion. A Jedi must be above such things.
Don't you miss your family at all?
Like all who join the Order, I've learned to embrace the life I've chosen. I had to let go of my attachments to my family.
Must have been difficult.
It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my father terribly for a long time.
You and your father were close?
Very close. I was only a little girl when I left my family, but I still remember him fondly. He was kind and gentle and doted on me. My mother, however, was different. I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left, but I was old enough to resent her and the way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken.
You never tried getting in touch with your father again?
A child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter.
You sound very sad when you say that.
Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather return to our mission. How can I help?
Alright. She might tell us more if we go outside with her, but I'm gonna talk to Juhani real quick. Salbar, there's no point talking to because he doesn't, even though he has a life debt with us, he doesn't really want to talk to us, so.
I feel I must apologize for the way I acted towards you before, in the Grove. It was wrong of me.
You thought the dark side had consumed you. It is nothing.
I am sorry for attacking you. I am sorry for thinking you would only try to kill me. I hope that by helping you in your task, I may redeem myself in your eyes, and in my own.
Do not worry, Juhani. I forgive you.
Thank you. It is most reassuring to know that you can forgive me. even though I tried to take your life. I can only hope that in our time journeying together, I will succeed.
Alright, so we have the side quest for Juhani, well, the Juhani side quest, but she still has another side quest to unlock, which we need to talk to her in order to do.
How may I be of assistance to you?
This might be
Padawan?
another talking part, so
What is it
I
you would
am
like-
sorry.
How I came to be a Jedi? I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear?
Yes, please continue.
Well, it goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived.
Where did he live?
The hind end of space. A pit of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread. But we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one of those children.
Did you meet a Jedi?
Yes. Yes, I did. When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was awed, and maybe a little enamored.
Enamored? However you say that.
They were quite striking, especially the tales of their leader. From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi. To lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference, as the Jedi were. The foolish delusions of a child, but this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Dantooine for several years before you came, although perhaps I was not entirely ready for it, or not completely suited to the task. Otherwise, I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do. Let us not waste time talking. Action is what is needed.
As we learned some stuff, I do believe there is more we can talk to her about.
How may
Are you doing alright?
I thank you for your concern, but I am still a bit shaken.
Perhaps you just need more time.
More time would do me good. Time to distance myself from that anger. I think that is why the Council agreed to send me with you. They think, perhaps, that in your company, I will be able to free myself from it.
If I see you begin to slip back, I will intervene.
I thank you for your concern and your acceptance. I will strive to prove that I am worthy of your company and trust.
Nice.
How
Wonder
may
if we could talk. Why so hostile towards Canderous?
I am wary of the Mandalorian. I do not trust him.
Wary? Why?
I have never trusted Mandalorians. They drove my parents from Cathar, aided the Sith, and attacked the Republic. Their warped notions of honor may provoke them to do even more heinous acts. I do not know why you tolerate his presence on your ship. In truth, he has had some merit so far, but I am not certain it is worth the risk you take.
You should not judge Canderous by other Mandalorians.
His kind may prove to be a danger to the galaxy again, but this man himself has proven acceptable so far. Merely keep your distance from him and watch him so that he does not betray us.
Should I speak to him?
Speak to him? No. Mandalorians are vicious of temper and easily provoked. I would not want to tempt his wrath.
A wise decision. We do not need internal conflict.
I am sorry. It is just that I cannot stand to be around him for very long. I suppose I do not really dislike him. It is just... The Mandalorians came and overran my world. They slaughtered my race. I cannot forget what they have done, or forgive.
Hatred and fear lead to the dark side, Juhani.
You are right. Of course. You always seem to know what you speak of. This simmering anger and hatred for the Mandalores seems to have found a place in my heart, though. Sometimes I worry.
About what?
That I may fall to the dark side once again. That I may threaten you, the Republic, the entire galaxy, if that time does come. And if I do threaten our task, it is only right that you should strike me down. If I fall and endanger you and the galaxy, you must do what is right. If my death will defeat Malak, then that is what must be done. But we are becoming too morbid, too soon. We should not talk like this now. There is much yet we can do, but we shall talk later, I am sure. How may I be...
Okay. We're gonna go outside. We're gonna bring Basla and Juhani with us.